welcome to DryerDays Art Studio. I'm Catherine. Thank you so much for being here today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's pretty special to me, and I'll tell you why in a second. But first, I just wanted to ask, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting on the videos. It really helps me out, and it's free for you. Today, I'm going to be working on this piece, as you probably saw in the thumbnail. And I made this tray with my brand new Agate tray mold. I am so excited for this mold. I designed it myself, and if you follow me at all or you shop in the store at all, it may look a little bit familiar because I did base this mold shape off of my agate sliced birchwood boards that I had available for a while. And I know a lot of people have been asking me if I'm gonna get those back. I probably will. It probably won't be till more like fall, Christmas time. Because I've really been focusing on these molds and I love them so much. They are so durable. I had them made in the color as my other molds that I had custom made because I kind of want to keep with this theme for as far as like branding and stuff, just so you know it's mine, because no one else can supply these. You can only get these at DryerDaysArtStudio.com. And I did actually make some matching coaster molds for them, which I just think they're the cutest things I've ever seen. And in case you want to see some finished coasters with those, here we go. I just think they're a really cool, fun shape. You can see here the thickness of these. And these I did not do a video of, but I am gonna have some other DIY tutorials coming on how to use the little coaster molds. But because I did have the tray done and ready, I flood coated this and everything. You can see how beautiful, you can see my ring light in there. You can see it's nice and thick. This is just about 1 centimeter deep, the mold is. And for the coaster molds, they're about 7 millimeters, which I think is a good depth, because even if you don't want to make them this thick, you know, you could pour them shallower if you wanted to. But I like to kind of start out with a nice deep mold and then you can kind of plan accordingly. But I just wanted to show you this beauty one more time. I want to show you the back here because I won't be focusing too much on this, but I'm thinking I still may do a silver accent line in here too and do a flood coat on this side because I did do that over here. So without further ado, I want to get into this video so you can see how I made this piece. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's get going. And here is our mold. They each will come individually wrapped in a plastic bag. As always, please wash your mold first with warm water and just a gentle soap. And I like to let mine air dry. If there's any little droplets of water, I will gently take a soft towel or paper towel and just kind of dab them off very gently. I'm going to start out here using a silver metallic marker just to line the edges of the mold here, and that will stick to the resin. My hope here was that I would do this so that I wouldn't have to do any at the end as far as finishing work, but this marker was kind of running out a little bit, and I do end up doing a little bit more at the end, but this gave us a really, really good base on our edges here. I just wish there had been a little bit more of the metallic paint in the marker, but that's okay. So here I'm just laying down some crystal gems. You can find these in the vase filler section of Hobby Lobby, or I also found these online on Amazon, and I will link them below where you can find those. I am an Amazon affiliate, so any of the links that you click on for Amazon, I do get a little bit of a kickback. And these stones here were gifted to me. I will try to find similar ones on Amazon for you if you like these light blue stones. They are a genuine semi-precious stone. I'm going to look up right now what they are and come right back. Okay, those stones in the middle there are a tumbled blue calcite chip, and I thought that's what they were, but I just wanted to double check. Very, very pretty in here. And I'm just going around now with a little bit of my actual clear quartz chips that you can find in my store, and I'm just sort of putting them in any of the gaps, just adding some accents in here, and I will do the same with some mirrored glass just to give us a little bit more sparkle and texture around the outside edges. Okay, so let's start out with some clear resin. I know I'm going to get this question. I get it on almost every video about my molds. This mold, all said and done at the end, I used about, it was like between 6.5 and 7 ounces total. I did 2 layers. This first layer here is 4.5 ounces. And I'm gonna go all around my stones and all the little extra texture goodies and just give a nice coating of clear resin. I am using Total Boat's tabletop epoxy. I like that for my more functional molds, and being that this is gonna be a tray that we're maybe gonna put jewelry on or a candle on or what have you, I wanted to use a really nice durable resin. So just drizzling some clear all around there. I also knew I wanted a little bit of negative space, especially where those clear gems are. And so that's why we're gonna put a little bit of clear down here, just using my heat gun to pop some bubbles. Again, I always advise that you do not use a torch or open flame with your silicone molds. It's not every single time that, you know, you might get some scorching or melting of the silicone into the resin, but it does happen sometimes, and it will totally ruin your molds, and it's devastating when it happens, especially when we pay good money on these molds. So just bear that in mind, that I really try to just use a heat gun. And if you're getting enough of the bubbles out of your resin anyway, you really shouldn't need a torch at all. And let's talk about the colors here on the right that I'm going to use. I'm going to use my white mica pigment from my Color Joy line. And I actually mixed together the white and the blue sky pigment to make that really nice light blue that you see there in the cup. I'm also going to use some of my blue pearl pigment that's in the middle there on the right. That is back in stock. I had it sold out for a while. It is back now. And then that bottom cup there is going to be my sky blue. And just following around with the shape here of the mold, I'm going to do what I kind of classically do in a lot of my videos. I'm just going to keep building, going over on top of ourselves here in the same sort of pattern with the same color and technique on each swoop around, filling up the mold. And we're going to use this beautiful sky blue for a dark blue in here to give us a little bit of depth. And I'm just going to follow around and keep doing this with these 4 colors here. A little bit of clear left in my cup, so I'm just drizzling that around. That gives some really pretty effects too. If you just drizzle clear over your pigmented resin that's laid down, it gives kind of a layering effect. I also want to drizzle it over the stones there to kind of give a little bit of push so that I still have that nice clear negative space around my stones. And now I'm going to add some Blue Moon glitter around the edge of my clear gems here. I'm really on a Blue Moon glitter kick right now. I had it in my last art box, and it's just a beautiful, cool blue. It's got very, very light flecks of silver and even kind of like a very muted pink or almost like a lavender color in there. It's really gorgeous. And I thought, especially with the blue pearl in there, which kind of has an iridescent look, that this would be a really nice palette to kind of keep the cohesiveness of the colors going together. And why don't you guys let me know what you think? I love this Blue Moon glitter. Let me know if you like it in the comments. Here's our second layer. That first layer has cured about 12 hours. I'm again just going to do some clear because I want to fill out the rest of the mold. It's not quite full. And I want to add some different glass glitter and a little bit more of the sky pigment. I just want to give this a little bit more depth. So you'll see me working around here, going around and around, just trying to fill it out. Now this time too, I did make about 5.5 ounces, and I did not need all of it. I only needed about 2 to 2.5 more ounces. And I'm just going to sprinkle on some of that glass glitter because I really want it to be on top of those plastic gems. I want it to give it some texture, but I'm also going to come through again and sprinkle a little of the clear resin on it just because that glass glitter, it really is sharp. I put a little caution on the label because I have cut myself on glass glitter before, so just be careful. Here is again some of that white mica pigment mixed with the blue sky mica pigment to give us a really beautiful light blue color. It really goes with that blue calcite very nicely. And I'm adding on some more blue pearl here. I misspoke before. I'm not going to put some more of the sky pigment in this layer. I wanted to lighten it up a little bit. I really wanted to have this airy light. I love that blue calcite. It kind of reminds me of like angels. I don't know why. Maybe it has, I don't know. If you know why, let me know. But I'm also adding on here some of my very beautiful fine ice blue biodegradable glitter. The ice blue goes perfectly with these colors as well. And just drizzling that in and around the clear gems here. And with my resin still tacky, we're just gonna go through. I'm gonna add some embellishments. I'm even putting in some more of the blue calcite, a little bit more glitter since it's nice and tacky. Just some finishing touches. Okay, now let's demold. My favorite part. And this is just coming off beautifully. Just loosening the sides here in the middle so it'll pop off. I really like this side too. I think that's really, really cool. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I might do another silver line. I decided I wanted to add some silver here just to break it up a little, give it a little bit more definition. And I am using this silver gilding paint that I love. I get it from Michael's. I'll link it for you guys. But I just go into Michael's craft store to get this silver, using a really, really thin brush. And just gently going around, making sure not to touch my hand directly on the piece. So I'm actually resting my hand on this wooden board here that I have the piece sitting in, because I am going to do a flood coat and I don't want any oils from my skin to get on it, so that I can have a nice clean flood coat. For some reason in this video, my time-lapse footage is way clearer and more vibrant and beautiful than my regularly paced video. So sorry about that. I don't know how it's going to show up on your screen, but just coming around this inside edge here with that silver to give a little bit more depth, doing the same around the outer edge here, and then it will be ready for me to flood coat. And because there's a little bit of a lip around where that mold caught the resin, I don't have to put anything underneath this as far as liquid latex or glue or anything to flood coat it. And here I am with this beautiful finished piece and the mold. Like I said, I think this would make a beautiful tray on your end table or on your nightside table in your bathroom, or even like a centerpiece on a small table. It also is just a lovely art piece. Or you could use it in the center of an art piece, which I had a thought to do, and another customer of mine thought to do that too, to put this finished piece here in the middle of a much larger piece. You could build off of it, do a freeform geode, or even add it onto a board. It would just be lovely. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on pouring.